Get ready. The vanilla opening's coming. All right, everybody. This is Wrestling Rants and Reviews with JD Frost, the most vanilla man on earth, and my co-host.
I know you guys fell asleep, but let me wake you up. It is your
Jeez.
boy Dre 41, aka Mr. 4K, aka El Fuego, Spicy Dre, aka I am the Ops, aka Mr. Persona non grata. They do not want to speak about me, but it is okay because Dre 41 is going to be here at least for one more game for WWE 2K26, and that's it. I'm not buying no more. But it's fine. We're not talking about that. We are going to be talking about the Elimination Chamber. That happened last night. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just taking control. You go ahead, do
No,
your thing.
take control, man. Take
No,
control.
no,
You
no,
on the
no.
roll,
Because
man.
you listen. I don't have anything written down.
Neither do I. I don't,
I
dude.
don't.
I'm always off the cuff. I never. I feel let things happen organically rather than just written, because written is just like then I'll just go listen to everybody else. They're all the same. You gotta just say what's on your mind and
Oh, hold on. AKA Mr.
oh.
Nostradamus. Because I predict the future. I know what's gonna happen. Go ahead,
But
do your thing.
you weren't the only one. Once you told me that, I got very depressed last night. You're like, oh, it's gonna be Danhausen. I'm like, fuck. Because then I googled it. I googled it, and other people had that too. They had
No,
Jericho,
I'm gonna be so
Danhausen, and someone
honest with
else.
you. I didn't even look up anything to do with who was gonna be in the box. I did not look it up. I just
Well,
something just in my mind was telling me it's gonna be because it's so goofy. I think okay.
goofy.
Well, I guess we're gonna start this one off with Danhausen. So it was
uh,
so goofy to me, like who's in the box, that it couldn't be Jericho.
well, they
It
said
had to be
Jericho,
Danhausen.
Danhausen, or Vince. They had
And
three.
it wouldn't have never been Vince. Another thing that I definitely don't appreciate is those scumbag dickheads in Chicago who sat there and booed. Like, bruh, first and foremost, what as far as monetary value, Danhausen holds more monetary value than Chris Jericho. You know, Danhausen got rich off of working in the Indies,
Well,
shirts,
well, I don't
action
know.
figures.
I don't know
Like,
if you I love to butt in. I know, but I don't know if
yeah,
you I don't know if you've watched interviews lately
uh,
and seen the buzz online.
uh.
You did see who Paul Heyman was texting during his interview live,
We
right?
seen the video. It's not that deep. I'm not worried about carrying a cross.
But that got
I'm
people hyped
not.
because he was laughing, he was smiling as if he
So
knew something.
what? Because he knew that is going to put buzz around his name. That's why he did that in the video. He's the MLW champion. He just won it. He either has to drop the title, and that's how we know he's going to WWE. But he didn't drop shit.
But
So for you to even believe it
Mm,
could have been him is
no,
ridiculous.
no, because Jim Cornette has spoken, and the man was on the
Oh.
inside. And what he said was not about this, but what he said was WWE has done it in the past, and other promotions too. Just like territories, they can buy out their contracts or cut a deal where they work for
Yeah,
both sides.
okay. Well, we didn't. I didn't say anything about that.
And
What
him
I
and
said,
Natty were both wrestling for other companies whilst in WWE. So
I know, but I'll say this again.
Bloodsport.
He didn't drop the title. All right. If he's going back to the WWE, they don't want him to be the champion of MLW. He will have to drop the title. He didn't drop the title. He ain't going nowhere. At least not yet.
Yeah,
So
I mean
what
he
I'm and
could
they're
though.
definitely in the vision because they ain't got nobody right now.
Now
Um,
now to speed.
Let's not hold on. We're talking about the elimination chamber. We're not.
But
You
that's
get
what I'm
off
talking
into a
about. No,
tangent.
no, no. That's what
We're
I'm
not
talking about.
doing
That's
that.
what I'm talking about. But that's what
We're
I'm talking
talking
about.
about
That's why
Danhausen.
people. Yeah, that's
Okay.
another reason why people
But
were a
those
lot.
scumbags in Chicago should have appreciated the fact that they got a new character that was developed.
God,
Now, I will
Doink
say this, and I'm not going to
2026.
go on a whole rant about it, but I'm just going to say it like this. They should have started him off at NXT, built
Thank
him up
you.
so the
Yep.
WWE fan base would have
Uh huh.
known who he was. He would have got a bigger pop there.
Give him some
But
title. Give him a title. Get
nah,
him
he
going.
doesn't need a title. Danhausen doesn't need a title.
So what's his purpose?
Danhausen he's a character. He's a character. Like I don't because
Like
I've been
Doink.
watching him for
He's
so
like
long.
Doink.
Nah, no, he's definitely not like doing.
Because Doink could
Because he
wrestle.
no, I'm so tired of you saying he could wrestle. Anybody who's in WWE, they trained them to wrestle. It's fine.
Really? Maxine?
So what I'm saying,
Maxine Dupree?
she can wrestle.
Oh God,
Natalia
she's dog
trained
shit,
her. She
bro.
can wrestle.
Jay
All
Uso's
right,
dog shit,
we're
dude.
not going. Hey, listen, let's focus. Bring it in. Let's focus. All right, so Danhausen is a character wrestler. Now, there's two sides of Danhausen. It's the regular, goofy, very nice, very evil, and then it's like a sinister Danhausen, the one who tries to stab you with a what is that? The thing that he tries to stab you with like a big like nail. I think it's like a train, no, a rail pin or something like that.
The
What do
railroad
they
spike.
call a railroad spike? There we go. There's two different versions of Danhausen. So I would love to see that dynamic. He's a character wrestler. He doesn't need to win a title. He could just be in great storylines and he can play that little background character and he can be sinister too.
Well, how are his
Um
matches?
okay, so it depends on how they book him. Now, I'm pretty sure WWE isn't going to do the same thing AEW did. Um and AEW kind of used him loosely and they kind of made him like a third wheel even though he was a bigger character than some of the other guys in AEW.
Mhm.
If they really let him go all out, he can wrestle. I hate using that. I hate saying that. He can perform in the ring. It's
But in
just
the
they gotta
age
allow
of
him.
sports
Like
entertainment, you have
let's.
to.
I'll put it
You
like
have
this.
to.
I'll put it like this. He can wrestle like Brian Danielson, Daniel Bryan. He could wrestle like Finn Balor. He just
Really,
doesn't do all the high risk maneuvers and stuff anymore. He doesn't. He
really.
doesn't do that stuff. Like he just
Okay.
that's not a part of his character. He doesn't do it. But it's like character work. Like his finisher is the GTS,
Oh
but he's
God.
not going to use that in WWE. But
Yeah.
it was go to night. What was it? Night Danhausen or something? Nighthausen or something like that. Whatever. But I think he's going to be if they use him properly, and
He'll
that
be on
goes for
Raw.
anybody. If they, I hope so. Um, because I just they got enough characters on SmackDown. We definitely I definitely would like to see him on Raw. Um, but yeah, I liked it. I just think the fans suck for booing it because they expected either Karrion Cross or Chris Jericho. They're scumbags. But let's get to the matches
But
because
no, no, no.
that's
But you
the
do you
important
do
thing.
know you. But you do know you can't just say that and end it.
What?
The
I mean,
reason
because you're not gonna be positive about it.
no, I could be positive about it. It might be cool. I don't know. Here's the thing. How I look at it, like we're looking at like me and you talked. Triple H, he should get worst promoter of the decade just for last year alone. Now, with all the talent he has, there's no reason that NXT Shawn Michaels is a better booker. Now, with everything that's going on, you had Seth Rollins go down. Then they're like, okay, now we got to push a year ahead of time and put Braun Breaker in there. Okay, bam, Braun Breaker gets a hernia. Good job, buddy. And then, boom, Bronson Reed trying to pull El Grande Americano. I didn't watch AAA, so I don't know if he got demasked or not yet. Don't tell me. I want to watch it. But he he got hurt trying to pull him off of Jey Uso, and Jey Uso wasn't even planned to win. It was supposed to be Bronson Reed. That's why they had Logan Paul win on Friday, and so everything's in disarray. And just like you said last week, you go, "Whoa, it's Elimination Chamber. It's not WrestleMania yet." But everybody, Jim Cornette, everybody with a podcast is talking, saying that like we're less than 8 weeks out from WrestleMania, and we don't know what the fuck's going on. Okay, and this is why Elimination Chamber just made it even fucking worse. Now, it, someone in the box, people were more or less hoping it was going to be somebody who could turn the tide. That's why the carrying cross thing was like, that'd be so awesome. Yeah, with the chances of it are slim, I get it. Yeah, but it would have been the hugest pop ever. Place would have went fucking ballistic. Okay, but it wasn't. Jericho, maybe, but in a box would have been stupid. But Cornette said, yeah, that's something Jericho would do. And he said that anybody who comes out of a box instantly gets over. I can't wait to see what he says about this. Because even Brian said it. He's like, Hawaiian Brian's like, oh yeah, what they're taking Danhausen, and Cornette's like, oh god, no, that would not, no. So I can't wait to hear what his reaction is. But a lot of the reaction is just that it's not that they don't want Danhausen. You're absolutely 100,000 gazillion% right. He should have started in NXT. That would have been amazing because then we could have seen him against so many different people booked so much better with more time in less time. Like, because NXT is 2 hours. You got Raw is 3 hours with, dude, thank you for the VPN. I gotta say this, Surfshark. If anybody's listening, you gotta get it. This is so cool, and it's even ahead by 10 seconds than freaking ESPN. Like what the shit? And it's clear. I'm happy. I can watch NXT. I can watch SmackDown, and I can't. But dude, you're gonna laugh your ass off right here.
Mm.
As soon as I got done talking to you, and you're like, "Are you done, man? Just do it. This it is." After I got done off the phone with you, and I hit it, and I went to look at the pay per view, the last part of the when Logan Paul beat whatever when he was in the ring, uh,
Mm.
dude, I get a message. Oh, your Disney, Hulu, ESPN just went through your payment. No, motherfucker. Like it went through after I set up this thing. Like I didn't even have a chance to
Damn.
cancel it. I'm like, oh, dude. But I'm still happy. I'm still excited. I get to watch shows. I'm very happy. I'm elated inside. I'm like a little child.
Well,
I
you
feel
don't got to
great.
pay $30 a month just to watch
Dude, it was
pay-per-views
worth
anymore.
it. The 113 for I didn't do what you did. You did do the extra. That's why I was trying to get a hold of you to ask you to see. Because if I don't know, I'm gonna ask someone who knows. But you paid for the extra. I didn't pay the extra $60 to get the extra year. I should have, but I didn't. But we'll see what happens. I could always create a whole new email and do it over again to get the
Right.
discount. But anybody who's listening, yo, surf Shark. I go on AI, Google it. It's literally better than a lot of these ones that like these political people that get paid to tell you to get VPNs. And it's simple. You're right. It's simple. All you gotta do is set it on your phone. You set it to Canada A, or wherever it is
Oh
closest
my
to your country,
goodness.
and then you just look on your stuff. It doesn't work for Hulu app though because they check that. But with Disney, it works. So I don't know what difference I would get with Disney. I'm hoping maybe it'll unlock Hulu because Hulu's on the Disney app. So I gotta wait for my subscription to expire. But it's weird. I can't watch Hulu on the Hulu app because of the VPN, but I can watch Hulu on the Disney app with that VPN. So I'm hoping maybe
Mm.
that'll unlock it or something. But anyway, Surfshark people gotta get it. Do it, just do it. It's so worth it. And right now they're running a deal,
What
27
the hell is
months
he
for
getting paid?
$113. No, no, no. But dude, it's so awesome. People need to know this. But anyway,
Oh my goodness.
going back. So I was all excited and stuff. This and this. I think people are more or less they're worried about the way the thing's going. A lot of people are saying the only logical person that could help the vision if they scrap it would be Karrion Cross. Something's got to happen because there's literally nobody else. Because Austin Theory's good. He's good in the ring this sense, but he's not. He's not ready. Logan Paul, he's not there enough. Could he? Maybe. I don't know. But I think they were expecting more. That's why they booed. And even I'll tell that. Talk about that later. But yeah, the girl's coming out. I think it's just being goofy. He should have went to NXT. He would have had all this time to wrestle against other people, and you could see the different styles, and they could have pushed him a lot quicker. You see what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
could have they could have made him look good in NXT. Jumping straight to the WWE's
Well, here's
bad,
the
bad
thing. Here's
main
the
roster's a
thing.
bad fucking idea.
Two options. One, NXT, then bring them up after a year or so, or the first Raw after WrestleMania, because that's a
Bec-
whole different crowd. Like that's a crowd that's like that's enriched and like just deep dives into wrestling and fans of everything. They would have popped huge for Danhausen if he would have debuted the Raw after WrestleMania.
and the
Those
thing
were
too,
two situations.
well, even if he showed up at WrestleMania, that'd be cool. But the point would
No,
be
no,
he would
that'd
have
have been
to
a waste.
he would have to like you got to focus more on the NXT champion. Like Danhausen's in there new. He doesn't know the WWE style of wrestling. He's got to get used to that. People got
You
to get
acting
used
like
to
he
him.
hasn't wrestled on TV. Like he
No,
knows
but
what
no,
he's
but that's the
doing.
one thing Vince McMahon would do. Even when Christian came back, he put him in NXT just for the house shows, just so he could get used to it again. Because there's a different style on how they wrestle with the cables versus the ropes. It's totally
What?
different, dude.
AEW has the same ropes WWE has.
Oh, they got ropes
What are
now.
you
They don't have
talking
just cables.
about?
I didn't know. I don't know. I never really paid attention to that. I
Lord
thought they
have, then
had cables.
you're just
My
talking then,
point, my
basically.
point is, my point is, most wrestling companies, their rings are a little bit smaller. They do use the cables, and their style of wrestling. The indie guys, they have their own style, and they kind of get blah 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 and all the other. But WWE, it's a certain way, it's a certain style, and that's why NXT I think would have helped him a lot more because he could have grown and see who. For all we know, I mean, just saying, for all we know, he could end up getting hurt all the time. We don't know. And to bring him to the main roster that quick, that's not a good idea. Like, you play little league and then you work up to junior varsity and varsity. You don't just go straight to the fucking big time. That's bad. And I think that's what more or less pissed people off. But I'm rambling. So, uh, start with the women's chamber match. What did you think?
All right, hold on. Let me pull this nonsense up. Hold on, real quick. Oh my goodness. Do you want to know something funny? And like Germany is not called the Elimination Chamber; it's called No Escape.
Well, that's why Killer Cross had to be Carrying Cross because in Germany you're not allowed to have Killer in the game
Yeah,
or yeah,
that is it. It's
they're
not
very
funny, but
strict.
I
They're
get
very
why in
strict.
Germany you can't call it the
They don't.
Elimination Chamber.
They literally. I have a friend who's in the military who's stationed out there, and he says they literally are doing everything to prevent Nazis from coming back. Like
No, I
everything,
feel
even
you.
the slightest words or temptation by anything. He said it's
All right,
crazy.
let's not go into that because it can blacklist your video. Just to
No,
let you
no,
know.
no, no, no. I'm just
All
saying they're
right,
just being safe.
but
That's all.
I don't know, but you speaking about it can mess your channel up, which would
Oh, oh,
yeah.
okay.
So I would say the MVP of. I mean, going into it, I already knew that. Well, I knew Friday that Rhea Ripley was gonna win because
It
they
was
lost the
obvious.
tag team titles.
Yeah.
And it was just like they're not gonna have her hold two different titles. So it was like, all right, I get it. She was gonna win, whatever. So
Yeah.
that, in regards to the outcome, it's whatever. If she's over, she was gonna win. It's fine. Um,
But you feel,
I would.
I feel the reason they did that is
Damn, you
because
asked me
they
and you
weren't.
just didn't even let me finish.
No, 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 no,
Jeez,
no,
like what?
no, 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 no.
Can I finish my point?
Okay, sorry.
Dude, I'm not gonna be that long. I would say the MVP is Raquel Rodriguez.
Oh,
She
definitely.
definitely went all out. I definitely appreciate like her style and her really playing like the big woman role. And it's like it's weird too because and here's the one thing that's up. The one thing I didn't like about it, or just in general, is Rhea Ripley trying to do like luchador moves now, which is
Oh
really
God,
weird because they try to book her like she's a bigger woman. She's like 5'6", like she's not big, like she's not
you forget
a
how small they
giant.
really are compared to
Yeah,
us.
but
Yeah,
you forget like that
yeah,
Alexa Bliss is like 5 feet. Oscar's
yeah.
not that tall. You know what I'm saying? So a woman who's like 5'6" is gonna like she towers over him. Which still, her using luchador moves is just weird to me. It just doesn't match her aesthetic. That's just
What's
me.
the
Uh,
best move of that match? What do you think?
the
I think when Raquel
power
power
bomb
bombed
back
her.
in, yeah, the
Oh, that
power
was
bomb back
awesome.
into the ring.
Oh, that
That was
shit was.
she
I
tried to
was
do the
like,
damn
what?
luchador move, and she caught her like,
Oh,
"What are you trying to do?" Power bombed her back into the ring. I like that. That was
yo,
a good.
yo, I
Also,
jumped out of my seat for
Tiffany
that.
Stratton when she did when she jumped off the pod. So I appreciated that.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I.
overall, that was a good match. Kiana James,
Mm,
eh,
mm,
she took a spot. You know,
yeah. Well, they got that's because
um,
they have her too much with oh,
Julia.
Julia, yeah. Not, I haven't been watching SmackDown. I want to see her wrestle again. Um, I feel like Kiana James is good. She's got the look. She's not sexy. She's decent in the ring. She's
Sheesh. What the?
no, 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 no. I'm saying she's
All
not
right.
hanging. Her butt cheeks aren't hanging out. Her boobs aren't hanging out. She's wearing a thing. She looks like a wrestler, and I could watch her matches. Like Nia Jax, I don't think she's hot, but watching her because she's funny when she makes fun of people in the ring and goes up to Jade Cargill's daughter and says, "Your mom's a moron or an idiot." Ugh, that's just funny. And she could do that. I think she's just too green, and they got to start using her for that instead of being the talking person in between. I just feel like she'll have a future if they stick with her. The match myself, I feel like it just, and I feel like it for both, but for the women, it just felt short. It felt rushed. It's just constant advertising. Like on Monday Night Raw, I told you over the phone, dude. There was 3 commercial breaks during the that one match. What was it, CM Punk match or something? I forget. No, there was a match and there
That
was like,
has
oh no
nothing to
no no,
do
it was
with
it was the triple.
the
No, it
women's
was the match for the
elimination
thing, and,
chamber,
and they
but
had they
okay.
had 8 commercials, 3 commercial breaks with 8 commercials each one. That's what it felt like. It felt like they rushed it. I felt, and then they just did more of their advertising. It's like they saved more time for long ass entrances. I feel like the match could have went longer. Like Alexa Bliss was like eliminated so fast. Like that's not that. It's like, are you ever going to use her? Like they always tease the whole thing with the Wyatt family, but or the Wyatt Six, but it's like it felt very hollow. Like I went and got a piece of cheesecake, and then I'm eating it, and my girlfriend's talking to her daughter. She comes in, and I'm like 10 minutes later, the match is over, and it's like that sucked. Even she was saying, she goes, "This is boring," and she's casual and she likes to watch it sometimes, but she's like, "This is not interesting. Interests me. It's just so boring. It's just." And even some of the moves, it looked like they were like, it's almost like watching. I think because a lot of times that their matches are so long, you can see a lot of times the person they'll throw them, Irish whip them into the ropes, and they'll put their hands there before they get there, and it's like, are they practicing? Are they forgetting their action? Like their timing is awful, and it just felt like it just gave me too much time to pick it apart. Yes, I want matches to be shorter, but a match like this has to go longer because you're in a cage, you know, and it just felt weird. I don't know. I didn't like that Rhea won because honestly, I know Rhea's gonna beat Jade Cargill
Oh,
unless
she's
they
definitely
pay
gonna beat her.
her to job to Cargill to make Cargill look good because Rhea's like the Shawn Michaels of female wrestlers. She can make anybody look good. She's got the
What?
facials. No, because she's got the facials. She
You
sells
just
very
saying
well.
random stuff now, but go
No,
ahead.
Shawn Michaels, he sold people, and he can oversell. He can make you look stupid, or he can make you look good, and that's the thing. Rhea Ripley has the facial. She does all this stuff, and and I think that they're thinking maybe we don't want to see Tiffany against her again because we had it and it was, and they gave her the belt, and how many times she's had it since when? October, November, and she's defended it or wrestled how many times? It's just, I feel like they're just trying to get what they can out of Jade before they just kind of let her kind of just dissipate.
Mm.
But all right, what's the next match? Do you want to talk?
Shoot, I thought you should have had this stuff up. What are you
No, what's
doing?
the next match you want to talk about?
Well, it's
You want
not
to talk
that
about
many that
this?
they have.
Okay,
My goodness,
okay,
let's go in
okay,
order.
okay, okay.
Let's talk about what
Becky Lynch, and AJ. Well, that's what I'm saying. It was just so
that.
bad.
Okay, I'll say with
That
that
was
one.
awful.
I'm not gonna say it was awful. What I'll say is
Drizzling shit.
for that to be AJ Lee's first match back, I feel like she should have had more reps in so they could have did something more special. Um,
Yeah.
I'll also say that I'm happy that she did the Shining Wizard. That made me happy. Um, what else? Um, I mean, as far as like women's one-on-one matches, it didn't like stand out as anything huge. It
Yeah.
was just a women's one-on-one match that title was on the line. That's kind of where I felt with it. It didn't really do anything for me. Um, I get AJ Lee having the title, and it's a big name, I guess. Um, but I feel like it's gonna be the same people who complain about Jade not defending the title. They're gonna do the same thing with AJ. She's not gonna defend the title on a regular basis. She's gonna hold that up until Mania, and I guarantee you she's gonna lose it back to Becky Lynch. So, which kind of makes it like
Uh,
Becky Lynch a three-time Intercontinental Champion.
I don't
She's
know.
not gonna hold. She's not.
I don't
She's
think
part
she's.
timer.
I don't think she's. Did you notice anything about that match?
That it wasn't that entertaining. Yeah.
No, the you know how like in sometimes when they have feuds, they tend to start to turn to a new feud. You know,
Who is gonna interrupt this? No,
Jessica Carr
Jessica
has been
Carr.
she's been
No,
wrestling with a mask. Yeah, she's been wrestling
I
with a
know
mask.
she's been wrestling with a mask. We all know this. I
Yes.
but
So
it's not nothing. It wasn't like Becky Lynch argued with her or something. Like none of that happened.
she. Oh, you didn't see on X how she was talking shit? She's already talking shit
Nah,
about it.
nah, no, I didn't.
Car like Khan. She's like Car. No, that's I think, and she did it, and she I think it's gonna become Becky's gonna start with her, and they're gonna end up having a match. I think Becky would wrestle Jessica Carr. I think she should, unless it make it a triple threat match at WrestleMania. You know what I mean? To give her,
God,
because
no, I don't know. No.
because honestly, that match was bad. AJ, her moves, it looked like she barely could try. And Becky Lynch on Monday Night Raws, if you've been watching, she's just like she's not the old Becky Lynch. It's like something about it, and a lot of people were saying because she's on in the Star Trek movie and she's caring more about because I guess she said this is her last contract. A politician that knows that they can't run again, and once their term's up, they just don't care, and that's what it feels like. Like in her ring, it just doesn't feel good. I don't think she's getting the belt back. I don't think she will because she's
Mm.
almost done. I think she's got like what another year. I think because she's gonna be done soon. And Jessica Carr, she's trimmed down a lot. She's gotten in shape. I mean, even her arms look bigger and her legs look more muscular. She's been working out and she's been like with the wrestling. So I think she's going to be transitioning from being a referee. Because did you notice that they had that brunette now? They have a brunette that fills in now a lot of time. So you
Mm.
have the Moesha one. You know, the big head,
Who
little
the
skinny
fuck?
body.
What? No,
She looks
no,
like
no.
Moesha.
Who
She
the
looks like
hell are you? No,
Moesha.
she doesn't.
She does. She's got the big lollipop head.
Yo, you are bugged the fuck.
I go, look, it's Moesha. She's refereeing.
I do apologize. He's very Yakubian, and he
Oh
just
God, please! If people thought about it, put her picture together, you'll see. And
they
then they
don't
have
look nothing
they
alike.
have
But go
a they
ahead.
have a they have a dark haired girl, like it looks like one of the announcers that referees now. I think Jessica Carr is going to transition into wrestling. So, and I feel like this is kind of a good way to do it because you get someone who can wrestle, who like at the top, and she kind of screwed up the title. It's a good way to kind of transition her without like doing it like Danny Davis. But I feel like it will happen. I'm kind of hoping it will. So, I mean, if you look at her face too, she's got all that makeup on, like as if she's
What does that
already
have
wrestling.
anything to do?
No,
All
like
right.
even Lisa said it. Lisa looks, she goes, "Damn, she's got a lot of what's the eyeshadow on. Like what? She's a referee." I was like, "Yeah, because she wrestles." So she's if you changing the way she looks as a referee, you know, I don't know
Mm.
that's my opinion. But I would say the next match I want to talk about is a CM Punk match and Finn Balor match. What
I
are your
feel like it was a
thoughts?
waste.
Thoughts and prayers?
No, I feel like it was a waste because it was like CM Punk wasn't gonna lose the title. Um, I, I mean, it's more so. I think this is kind of like getting Finn Balor ready for like getting kicked out of the Judgment Day and becoming a baby face, and maybe them bringing him down to NXT, giving him the title down
Again?
there or something like that.
Again?
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
They
I'm
did
not.
that
I don't
already
look on dirt
twice.
sheets, but
Oh,
I would say that that match was a solid match. I did like the Chicago Bulls throwback intro. I did like that. That was cool. Um, I did enjoy that, but it's like overall, like match wise, it was a world title match. You know, it was cool. Um, Nothing too crazy. Pretty straightforward.
you really
CM
didn't think
Punk
much into
won.
it? No.
No, I mean, to be honest, because here's the thing. It's like I didn't expect Finn Balor to win. And it was
But
just like, once again, after this match, he showed respect, shook his hand. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
but is it really a dream match for you to see CM Punk and Roman Reigns? Really?
um,
They have no history, yet
no,
their first match is
no,
going to
they
be
do. They do have
not in that
history.
triple threat. Not in that triple threat. I'm talking about like they haven't had a series of
And
matches.
they don't need a series of matches. I mean,
Yeah, they
it's two
do.
top, to you, they do.
Because you're at
They,
WrestleMania. You're going to be a main
I get it,
event.
but not
You
every
need for a
single
title. It
main
needs to
event
have it. There's no
has
fucking
they
buildup.
don't have to wrestle 30,000 times
There's
in order for you to be like,
no.
oh, they're wrestling in the main event now. No, it's not that serious. If they never had a one-on-one match against each other, that makes this match even more. Oh, hold on, they never
But
faced each other
not for the
one-on-one.
title. Not for a
Okay, then
title.
okay. So what's the
Who are you
problem?
gonna bury? Who are you gonna bury at WrestleMania?
You're
Who'd
not
you?
hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. You do know just because somebody loses doesn't mean they're buried, right?
Roman Reigns wrestles once every 2 months.
But you do know just because somebody loses doesn't mean they're buried, right? Or is your mindset automatically if
Roman,
whoever loses is getting buried?
Romaine,
Because if that's the case, then I have no argument for how you that thought process.
Roman, Roman Reigns. If he
Hold
wins
on,
the title,
before you say that, do you think if somebody loses They're automatically getting buried.
Two people at the top. One guy's there
Wow,
every
you can't even
day.
answer a
Yes.
question. That is
Yes.
crazy.
Yes. If someone's there every day, every week, wrestles on all the tours, got injured, restructured his contract, and is enjoying every second of every match, everything, and you get a guy. So, do you think when Brock Lesnar won the title, the Universal title, and he held it hostage, do you think that was a good thing? I mean,
No.
I know it didn't mean anything. You don't think that he kind of shit on the belt by not being around much? Do you think
Here's
do
the
you think
thing.
Roman Reigns is going to be around? Fuck no. He's got that Shawn Michaels contract, Brock Lesnar contract. He comes around when he wants
Okay, all right. So here's the
because he's
thing.
not that good without Paul Heyman. He wasn't.
So here's the
Remember
thing.
when people were booing him
There, I
because Vince was
remember,
shoving him down our throat?
but it's
Yes,
not
but Paul
a,
Heyman
a
and all the
guarantee
other
that he's
people
going
made
to
him look
beat
good.
CM Punk. There's no guarantee that he's going to beat CM Punk.
I think that he is because of he's going to turn heel again, and he's gonna get because the whole MFT thing is just not working. The Samoan thing was a waste. They got all the guys in there now, and they're doing nothing with them. They should be a dominant, monstrous, even more monstrous than the original Bloodline. They should be this, and they're not. And that's the way to do it by doing what you did before. Have a Bloodline, but a way better version where Roman doesn't have to be there. He could hold a belt hostage. It's the world title like the Universal title. It doesn't really mean much, but in their minds, they can hold it hostage. And meanwhile, the other guys are going there destroying and being savages way more than the bloodline. And then, to do his final act because he wants to leave wrestling for acting. So it's a good way. And
He
Paul
said
Heyman,
this, or are you just making this stuff up?
no, he said it. He said it. He can't wrestle. He's had leukemia like 3 times, dude. And Paul Heyman said it too. He goes, he doesn't every time he comes back, he's not as strong as he was the last time. And he said wrestling's taken a toll on his body. And he said
You
that
do
like
know that
Paul
he's
Heyman was
sitting there
talking how there's
working
different.
people, right?
Yeah, but
Like, and
Paul
yo, you
Heyman
can get
said
worked so easily. You
no,
can get worked so easily. Go
Paul
ahead.
Heyman said that how everything worked, there's different phases in how it worked. And he said that he goes, we're in phase 2 right now. He goes, there's a phase, we already have a phase 3, 4, and 5. So they already have it planned out long term. And he talked too, everywhere he talks, he tells people how he goes, well, what are the matches we got to have for WrestleMania? He just said on Busted Open last week. He's like, well, you tell me what's going to be next year's match, and I'll tell you what could be this year's. He goes, you think ahead to build up, and then you work it to get ahead of the game. And he's one of the best guys at this. And he's the only one that talks about this. And he did talk about Roman Reigns. He said he's not going to be around forever. He wants to get into movies. So there's different, he's taking time off now so he doesn't get beat up. When's the last time he got injured? Because he's not around much. And if you put a whole group of guys behind him, which would be great, but once again, you just gave CM Punk the title when in
But you're
fact
not even
LA
talking
Knight
about
should
the
be the
title
guy.
match.
But that's
Like,
my
you just
point.
changed the subject. Like,
But that's my
I
point.
don't even
That's my
understand
point.
how you're able to be like, yo, we're going to talk about Elimination Chamber, and you don't talk about Elimination Chamber.
No,
I
no,
don't even.
no. I'm talking about it because
No,
of the
you're
thing.
not.
Because okay, sorry, I got carried away. Finn Balor should have won the title. Finn Balor winning the title, turning that match into a triple threat match. People really don't care. A lot of people aren't hyped about CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. You put Finn Balor as a champion, now the two guys who are going to fight have to fight him and each other for the title. Now that's a match. Because triple threat matches are what? No disqualification.
Well, they can't have two triple threat matches for the world titles at Mania because the WWE title is definitely going to be a three-way. Because
No, they
Cody
fit.
Rhodes is definitely going to win that back on SmackDown
How?
because he has a title match at SmackDown.
You think they're going to have him win the title on SmackDown?
He's going to win the title at SmackDown, and it's going to be um it's going to be a three. Wait a minute, hold on, because the world title, yeah, because it's going to be Randy, Cody, and Drew. Cody's going to beat
They're
Drew
saying
at this
fatal four
upcoming.
way. They're saying
How is it going
Jacob
to be a
too.
fatal four way?
They're saying Jacob too.
I don't know, but it's not going to be a one-on-one match. It's more than likely going to be either a three-way or potentially a four-way, which I don't mind. I don't. I what was the last time they did a three-way or a four-way for a world title? Like, when was the last time they did, like, do that? I don't mind that at all, to be completely honest. I would much rather enjoy that. So by all
But I
means,
feel,
do that. And
I
I
feel,
mean,
I
that kind of
feel,
goes into
but I feel that for the world title, that would have been better with Finn Balor, CM Punk, and Roman Reigns versus because Cody Rhodes. Honestly, I'd rather see Cody Rhodes wrestle somebody else at WrestleMania in some kind of thing. I got to go back and watch SmackDown because I got home from work, talked to you for, and then just ate something quick or whatever, and then just hopped on here to record. So I didn't get time to
well,
watch it. But
the
apparently
it
someone attacked
happened at
somebody.
Elimination Chamber
No, apparently
that
somebody attacked the Usos.
no, Jay Uso was attacked and they don't know who did it. And that's how Jacob Fatu was able, well, Jacob Fatu was in a match against Logan Paul to see who was going to go to Elimination Chamber. Logan Paul won the match when
Drew hit him. Yeah.
Drew hit him with a title. So it might be Jacob Fatu. It might be a four-way. I wouldn't mind it. I wouldn't mind it. But let's not skip, you're skipping over a whole nother match. Like
No, I
you
know. I'm
gotta
just saying. I'm just saying that. I'm saying for that one match. I'm really
I
hard up
get it,
about
but
that's a
you're
waste of a main
skipping
event.
stuff.
That's a real waste of a main event. Like it's two guys that come to the ring with long ass entrance. The entrance is going to be both entrances are going to be as long as the match. So it's just there's really no hype behind it. There's just really not. I mean,
They have 7 weeks. It will be fine.
isn't CM Punk better without a title? Isn't he more interesting without a title? When he has a title, it's like he's just relaxed. It just doesn't feel right. So that's
I
why I
don't know
feel
what you're
like they're
talking
gonna. I
about.
feel like they're gonna take the belt from him. I think they're gonna take it from him.
I have not the finest idea what you're talking about. I don't. So,
But
so since you skipped over this one, let's get to
no,
the
no,
men's. Oh goodness, you want to keep talking about something else other than the Elimination Chamber?
no. That match. I feel like it should have went to. It should have went. And even when CM Punk won, the fans weren't really into it. Did you notice that?
What?
They cheered him when he
You
first came out, but then after that during the match, it was kind of quiet. They weren't like, yeah. It felt like they more or less wanted. That's what I'm saying, because like the feeling of the, and a lot of people are saying this online too, and throughout the show, because I was online on going back and forth, and everybody was saying how it sucked. People weren't really into it. They were like, they really thought that Finn was going to win and it was going to be a triple threat. That's my point. That's why I brought it all up. And even during the match, if you want to go back and watch it, it feels like there really wasn't that big a reaction. There was just kind of like everybody was kind of mild. Like the crowd goes mild, one, two, three. It really wasn't
yeah,
explosive for a hometown guy.
I,
Um,
I don't remember that. Maybe I have selective memory. I don't know.
well, go back and
What
watch
you're
it. You'll
saying,
see.
I don't
It
know.
was. It wasn't like everybody's like on their feet. They were just like, I don't know. But all right, that's. I'm just saying. I'm passionate about this because, like I said, dude, it's WrestleMania season. Yet we got two people to go into the Hall of Fame. That's it. And they started that shit in December normally, and then we don't know anything about that, and we only have like what 4 matches now. Like it just feels like okay. Well, what are the other matches? Where's the special? Brock Lesnar, but we could talk about that another time. But okay,
They're
go to the men's.
building everything else up, man. You just
But we
jumping the
already know
gun.
who he's wrestling, so that's what I'm saying. It's like
I'm not
everybody's like kind
talking
of,
about just that. Like, there's already 4 matches
yeah,
set for WrestleMania. Already four.
for 2 nights. That's 2 matches each night. Well, where's the other
Okay.
four?
Like you give a shit. You know
I
you do
do.
not man, cut it out. All right.
I do.
Right. So let's get to the men's.
Really, really,
Uh
dude. With Sami Zayn
you
possibly
don't
going
cut it
heel
out.
again. Come on, man.
You don't cut it out.
Okay.
Cuz you don't.
Seth
Um
Rollins versus Braun Breaker. That's gonna be a match. You
that's
got
not
free
going to
book.
happen. It's not going to happen though.
Why? You think
He's
he's still
injured.
out?
He's
Still?
injured.
It's a
Yeah.
hernia. Hernia. That's only like a
When
month long.
that you pulled a muscle off, like what?
What? No, that's Bronson Reed, dude.
Oh yeah,
Bronson Reed.
Bronson Reed. All right,
Yeah,
he's
Braun
out. But even
Breaker.
him, a hernia.
It's only a
That's a
month.
hole in your
Yeah.
abdominal wall. Like what's
Yeah.
like? Are you serious? Oh, he'll be good
Yeah, but
in
these are
less than a
freaks of
month.
nature. He's a freak of nature, so they tend to heal faster. Look at Seth. He came back earlier. So anyway, the elimination chamber match. Dude, the entrances were way too fucking long, bro. Like way too. And I said to myself, I was thinking, okay, this is gonna be a short match. It just, like, come on, man. it was way too long. What did you think of that?
I mean, I get what they were doing. They probably told him, listen, when you come out, give it a walk around, talk trash to your opponent, whatever the case is, which it's whatever. Like, it's not like it's something we have not seen already. Like,
But
you know how many times somebody comes out and someone's in a pod and they walk over to them and start talking trash?
yeah,
Come
like
on. They
Logan
was
Paul
doing the
did.
same thing in the women's one.
Yeah.
You didn't even say nothing about that, but for some odd reason, you're being very selective
No, it's the
about,
same. It's the same. I said it. I said it like the women's match. I watched it, and it didn't hit me till the men's match. Like, oh, this is going to be short. When it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be violent. It's supposed to be long. It's supposed to be like, ah,
yeah,
this. I mean,
but
there's
you
no
also
Lesnar in
remember
there.
that the earlier elimination chambers didn't have padding outside of the ring. It used to just be metal grating. So,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of things change. The
Yeah, but
first
you're
Hell
still.
in a Cell ain't the same Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Remember when it used to be bulletproof glass and now all of a sudden everybody breaks through it easily? Oh, real
Yeah.
safe bulletproof glass that is.
Yeah,
Like,
Logan
come
went through
on.
too. It's like, come on, man. I was like, what the fuck?
So I don't sit there and trip off of that stuff. My whole thing is they did something that I did not expect. I didn't expect Randy Orton to win.
I did
I
once Drew came in. I was like, okay, now I know Randy's winning. That's when I knew it's gonna win because Cody's gonna be like, oh yeah, my buddy. Like you said, if he's
I
in
don't know
the,
what that is.
if he's in the title, no, because he got all excited and he did Crossroads, and then I knew Orton was gonna hit him with it and take it. I knew that was gonna happen. That was
Well,
obvious.
I see it as a good thing that Randy Orton gets his this has to be his last
Finally,
WrestleMania main event. It has to be.
no,
But more than likely it's
he
what
said
you
10
think he's
years.
gonna
No, he said he wants to wrestle for another 10 years.
yeah, and that means he's gonna be in the main event of WrestleMania the next 10
No,
years? Come on now, cut it
I
out.
think he'll have 16. I think
What
he's
is this
gonna
guy
beat Triple
talking
H's
about?
title. I think he'll beat.
Probably will, but it won't be at WrestleManias.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
Like but yeah, so I would say that the match was pretty good. The one thing that did kind of throw me off is just Javon Evans being in it. Not yet. Like just like the Kiana James, I think with like same thing with him. Like he probably shouldn't have been in there just yet. It's fine, whatever. I'm not tripping. But I feel like I don't know. He just didn't fit.
There
Like you
should have
knew he was
been,
going to be eliminated.
yeah, there should have been like
I
a surprise person, not
no,
someone
I
you
don't think
know that
that.
just
But I
started.
feel like it should be a 6 men. Not 6 men. My bad. Yeah, 6 men, and but 6 men you can see like, oh, okay, they look. He looks like a champion, or they're on the rise, or they're
Boba,
former
Boba.
champions trying to. Well, he just got there.
No, I know, but people want him in the main event. That's what I'm saying. That would
But
have been a good
I,
teaser,
right.
you know.
But I feel like it was a solid match. Um, it didn't really stand out as one of the better Elimination Chamber men's matches. I remember a couple ones that are better, but that one is cool. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just surprised Randy Orton won, to be completely honest. I'm surprised he won. I also like the surprise of Seth Rollins showing up.
Really?
Um,
That was too obvious.
I mean, yeah, I knew the mask man was gonna show up, but I know they kept playing like, oh, take the mask off, a little switcheroo or whatever. And it's like, oh, it's not the right guy. It's not Seth Rollins. Well, I mean, we all kind of figured it was Seth Rollins, but oh, this is not Seth Rollins. Oh, this is not Seth Rollins. Ah, that's Seth Rollins. Okay, cool. I appreciated that. And him showing himself. But it kind of still kind of puts like the thought in your mind is like, then where is this Seth Rollins versus the Vision going to go? Because they're going to need something for Seth Rollins to do, somebody for him to go up against.
It's
And
gonna
I
be
mean,
Logan Paul.
if you think if it is Logan Paul, which it's fine,
They did that
um,
already. Been there, done that.
yeah, but I mean, it gives him something to do and gives Logan Paul something to do. So
The
that's
only
a
way
good
that,
thing.
but the only way that could be good is if at WrestleMania that say Karrion Cross came back or somebody else, not Braun Breaker, or something happened to where there has to be a big twist. It can't just be a normal match at WrestleMania because we've already seen that. It was a good match. It was awesome, but we don't need it twice. It's like watching Rhea Ripley and oh my god, I hate her name. Liv Morgan wrestle. It's like we've seen them wrestle so many times and seen it's just there's nothing else that we could see until they switch sides, good and bad, and they switch their look and their movesets a little. Otherwise, it's the same thing. It's like what I mean. It's like watching Dusty and Ric Flair over and over. Like Dusty said, you see one Ric Flair match, you've seen them all, and
Mm.
I feel like Logan Paul could be a guy, but I feel like they need to recruit. They're falling on hard times, man. Three of their members, the Vision's got bad eyesight, man, because it's just going bad, man. They're getting glaucoma.
Yeah,
Everybody's
they
just going down.
they're
Eh,
definitely getting injured over and over and over again, and it's like, bro, what is going on? Like, this is getting weird. Like, back to back to back. Like, but I mean, but you know what? It opens the doors for the Vision to evolve.
yeah,
They're gonna
but
have to
what?
keep the storyline going because Seth Rollins made his return. They have to, so they got to figure out something. They
But
have
what?
to.
But what's Braun Breaker like? What's going to happen if, say, they did get Carrion or someone else? There's no fucking way that this is going to last unless they get a big person
Then
in there.
Karrion Cross turns babyface.
What? No, Braun
I
would
mean,
have to
not
turn
Karrion
babyface.
Cross.
Braun.
Braun Breaker turns babyface. Sorry.
Yeah, because there's just no way. Because Braun doesn't need division. It's really kind of a waste. It was actually good. I think it was stupid that they actually kicked Seth Rollins out, but I know they had to because he got injured. They weren't going to do it for like a year, but like, because Braun Breaker, if he's in a group, he's not the leader. He's either a solo man of destruction or he's like a vicious attack dog like Scott Steiner in a group where he's not the main guy. And it just didn't feel right. Karen would feel perfect. People were putting I don't know, you see the memes all online and all that? He's sitting on the throne and Logan Paul and Paul Heyman are putting a crown on him while he's sitting in a thing and uh, in a throne, and what do you call it? Austin Theory's kneeling down in front of him, and it's like that would actually work. And then they had him in his suit. That would be good because if Roman Reigns does, I'm going to say this, if Roman Reigns does get the title and bring his own version of the Bloodline back, because he's just not interesting by himself. He's just not. He needs other people around him, and he needs to be the boss. Otherwise, he's not interesting.
Mm.
They need a group, and I think it would be cool if they did build the Vision up versus them. They could have a really violent because they didn't do nothing with the Wyatt Six. They wasted them. They're done. And if they try now, I don't even care. I'm over it. But like
Hmm.
if they did that though, that I think would be a really good idea, and that would make sense too. Because honestly, Karrion Cross, I'm hoping Paul Heyman did text him to say, "Hey man, this and this and blah blah blah." I'm hoping it actually is something, and it's not just a work. I mean, he did look kind of surprised when he saw it, and then he's like, "I don't want to say anything," kind of like he knew he was getting a phone call or a text message, and
Right.
it's just like, you know, and I was shocked that you were pissed that they didn't do anything with him because he would be fucking perfect. He would have been perfect as the actual original person because he could cut promos, and then you have a valet. So boom, there you go. And Scarlett can wrestle, like put on matches. So why not use her too as a valet slash manager, get involved in matches, dude? It was all there, and they just let it go. And then boom, karma hits. Down goes Seth. Down goes Braun. Down goes Bronson. You know, I mean, next
Right.
thing we're gonna find out what if Austin Theory's gonna break his big toe Monday night, and then we're gonna be like, what the fuck? Oh, now it's
Mm.
ISO Speed. He's there. I mean, I don't
Well,
know. The reason why I say what I say, and I have to throw a wrench into what you say, because you got to think about it. I'm overthinking this because I'm watching it and I like to kind
that's
of
an
think where it's going to
understatement.
go. I like to see where it's going and try to think what might happen and then be proven wrong and be surprised. But when I'm right, it's like, ugh. And I think that's why Danhausen should have went to NXT. I really do.
Mm. Well, I mean, we'll see what happens with him. I'm very intrigued to see. I think
Oh shit! I sneezed. Sorry. It's probably really loud. I tried hitting the buttons and I hit it and I sneezed.
I didn't hear it. It's fine.
No, into the
Um,
mic. I accidentally pushed a button as I
no, I
sneezed.
didn't hear anything, so it's fine.
No, my other
But
mic external. But yeah, no, I feel like that would have been better, and I think that's why people were booing about Danhausen. I mean, if you, I don't know. I hope you're right. I hope he could be interesting. He could be fun to watch. But, I mean, how are you gonna like if? I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. It's like all these things running through my head. All those commercials on Monday night, like during that match for the Elimination Chamber. 3 sets, 3 commercial breaks, which were like 5 minutes each. 8 commercials. Dude, come on. And I watched it at 6 at night. When is it I can watch Netflix where I don't have to see commercials? Like, for real. I'm paying no commercials. And it said that within the next day, it shouldn't have that. And boom, there you are. And it's like, I mean, and I mean, you have all these people. You got Bailey. You got all these people. Bailey should have been in Elimination Chamber instead of, or even Lyra instead of Kiana James. You know what I mean? That would have been good.
Yeah,
I mean, there's just so many things they could do. It's like Triple H doesn't do what Vince does. He doesn't drag everybody everywhere on his vacation, this and this, and to do stories and stuff like that. But he does it more of like a part timer, and it feels like WWE's part time wrestling. Am I wrong?
I
It feels
don't know
like
what you're talking about. I
it
don't know
feels like
what you
they're
mean by
phoning
part
it in.
time.
It feels like they have all this talent and they're not doing anything with them. You
You've
know?
been saying the same thing even if Vince was there, so I'm not even trying to
No, I
hear
wouldn't.
that.
No, I wouldn't. I
Yes,
would just
you
be
have said that.
when, dude. When we used to watch wrestling back in the day,
Man,
man.
I ain't even trying to hear all
Dude, ten
that.
years
I'm
ago
not.
when we watched wrestling 10 years ago and we were
You
all
made the
watching it at the same
same
time,
damn complaints. That's
I didn't
crazy.
complain. Matches were 10, 15 minutes, if that, dude. That was including entrances. Not
That's
a 20-minute
crazy.
match other than
You
entrances.
really sitting here saying like, yo, when Vince was around, he used everybody. Yeah, right, man. Cut that out. Ain't nobody trying to hear
No,
that nonsense.
I'm saying matches were. We had more matches, and dude, it even you Google it, it'll even tell you. It tells you 5 to 6 matches, sometimes 7 on a Monday Night Raw, and people have been talking about it online lately. A lot of different podcasts, even your boy Jim Cornette said it.
Mm,
He
I
said
don't know
that
what
it's
to
just
say
too many
about that one.
commercials. You're paying for a streaming service. You shouldn't have to sit and watch commercials. You're already paying them. That's kind of the point. But
I mean, I get what you're saying, but like, it's just commercials. Like, it's not that serious.
yeah, but it's a 5 minute, 3 commercial breaks, 5 minutes each time. Dude,
Yo,
that's
you brought
15
this
minutes. That's
up
a match right
earlier.
there.
Like, dog,
But
you could do a whole video on how you don't like commercials. I don't know what to tell you.
no,
Like,
no, no.
just get over it. Like,
I'm just saying. There's a lot of people to be used, and Danhausen would be fun. I'm looking at the thumbnail now as I'm talking to you, and it's just I feel like if he was in NXT, there's so many people and so many personalities that get used. Because you watch NXT, so much more happens on NXT than Raw, and it's an hour less, and it's on national television with like actual longer commercials. It's actually no, yeah, it's only like an hour show, and they get more in. Like, come on, man. And Shawn Michaels is running that shit, not Triple H. So to me, I feel like he would have been doing a lot of stuff. I mean, now Joe Hendry should have been, if anything, Joe Hendry should have been in the chamber instead of Javon
why?
Evans.
Why? He's the
Because
NXT champion.
exactly because he was brought up big and he wrestled Randy Orton at WrestleMania when he was the TNA champion. He was still in TNA.
But why would he do that if he's gonna have to defend the title at Stand and Deliver?
I don't know, just be something different. You gotta trick people, make people, and then have it to where you think he's gonna win, and then he got RKO'd instead of what do you call it, Cody Rhodes in that situation, and then that would have been like something you could play back in a year from now if Orton had the title. See what I'm saying? You could run it back, and remember, Elimination Chamber, Royal Rumble. People who hate each other, rivalries go in there, they battle it out, but then they start with other ones, and they usually leave with a new rivalry. Did you see any new rivalries out of the last 2 Elimination Chamber matches? The women's and the men's? I didn't. Did you see anybody new
No.
that's gonna go? Yeah, but that's just that was a typical thing that would happen. Like you have, I mean, not well now you'll have Orton and Cody, but they've been building that up for like literally a year. But other than that, you don't see any other ones. Just Seth Rollins screwing what's his face, and that's it. It's just okay. Javon Evans just gonna go back to Raw and be bouncy, and that's it. To me,
Seems about right.
yeah. So it's like, come on, man. Like, give us something to like look forward to. Like, oh yeah, they're gonna start a feud. Oh man, he screwed him. That's awesome. That's good. You know what I mean? But nothing. It just kind of fell flat for me. And they rushed it too because they were getting to the AAA show. They like literally rushed it because you know how they show like that Lee Fitting and Paul Levesque thing, and then kind of show you something afterwards. They showed Randy
Mm-hmm.
Orton walking over to him, and they cut away and went right to those guys talking. They literally rushed it. Well, maybe if you didn't have such a long ass fucking entranceway and these entrances that took like 5 minutes each, maybe you could have did a little more. I don't know.
It's not long entrances. They just don't have a stage.
Dude, that entranceway is like WrestleMania. That thing was
They were
long,
in an
bro.
arena. They were in the United Center. Like seriously, it wasn't like it's a stadium. I think you're being over dramatic.
The entranceway was long. The entrances were long. It could have. I'm all
Look,
about more matches, man. I want my money's worth, especially now. Did you hear that the average ticket to get in there was $400?
it wouldn't
Four
matter to me.
hundred.
I'm not going to it. I'm not going to a show, so
They said the
I don't care
cheapest
what they charge.
WrestleMania tickets dropped to 800.
Hmm.
800. Can you imagine going to Las Vegas? You pay for the ticket to go there, even if you got a crappy seat for 800, just to say you spent 800, and the
Right.
merchandise, the meet and greets, dude, you're gonna spend like 6, 7 grand just one person, hoping it's
Potentially.
good.
I mean, that's what everybody does who goes. I mean, they hope it's good. They don't know
Yeah,
if it is or not.
yeah, but the prices went up way too high. How much is it in your neighborhood? Have you
I
gone?
don't
What was?
know. I'm not going to a show to ever find out. I'm been priced out. I'm not going. I'm not even worried about going. They priced me out. They know I'm not spending that money. It
So
ain't for
what you're
me to
saying?
go.
What you're saying is WWE ruined live events for you. Now they ruined the video
It's
game.
not about live events. It's TKO who wants to change it to these like every show is a premium show and you got to charge premium prices and it's like not that deep. It's a Monday Night Raw. Like they do 50 something shows a year. Like come on.
All right,
But
last question. We're hitting an hour. Last question. You think they're going to sell? And if so, to who?
no, they're not gonna sell. Why would they
You think
do?
they're
They
gonna? You think
just
they're gonna hold on
purchased
to
it.
it? Yeah.
You
Okay.
know, no one can force them to sell, right?
No, no, no. Just the fact that they've literally taken their title belts that were like going for 200. Even the Universal title, they had it on the thing for 400 something. Dude, that thing was down to 250 because nobody was buying it. The blue one, nobody wants it. And they raised the price. They doubled the price. The price of the tickets are quadrupled. They're making you pay for things. They're telling people places around Las Vegas that you can't stream and have parties and do things of WrestleMania in a certain distance of the arena because they're not selling enough tickets. And they did that same thing, I think, for Elimination Chamber. It's like they're trying to up price it so this way when they go to sell it, it's something you do when you go to sell something. You jack the price of everything, and once everybody's paying for it, you can say, okay, it's worth this much, even if you're really not getting that much. You know what I'm saying?
You mean
I don't
like
know.
the De Beers company, how they control the diamonds and how many diamonds come out each year to keep the
Yep,
price high?
yep. Supply and demand. Set the prices, and then when you go to sell,
Yeah.
say, well, this is what it's worth. They're paying.
God bless capitalism, right?
Well, capitalism's good, but there's
Hmm.
sometimes there's.
And don't
I
complain
am
about it.
I am looking forward to
Ooh.
that boxing. I am looking forward to the new boxing. That's gonna be interesting. But
Hmm.
anyway, thanks everybody for
Ooh.
listening. Thanks Dre for putting up with my ramblings. It's
Yeah.
always good. Huh?
We get you some what's the thing the drug to help you focus? What is that thing called again?
Ritalin. Yeah.
Yeah, the Ritalin. We get you some Ritalin.
No,
You need
no.
that.
I love confrontation. You know this. I love to
No,
like.
you're all over the place.
But
You get this.
even you even you in this episode, last episode we did last week, man, you was like on fire. This I could tell. Even you were kind of you're pretty disappointed with the Elimination Chamber. So I was trying
I
to get
mean,
more out of you.
I don't go into it expecting like, oh, this is gonna be great. Like, dude, it's not 1999 anymore. Like, I don't have to have that unrealistic expectation would be a dump on myself. Like, why would I go into it thinking it's gonna be like some blood fest? It's not. It's not. Like, that's just not what it is anymore. Like, if you want that, we got AEW. I
Uh,
go into WWE events expecting it to be a TKO
Production.
WWE event.
So it's not
That's what it's going to be.
so it's not WWE, it's TKO. Yeah.
Yeah, it's TKO. That's what it is. It is what it is. I ain't like I don't know. I just don't trip about that. Like
It's like all the celebrities and people we knew growing up are all dying now, and it's like,
what the hell? Like
well, it's
all right, I don't even
like
know what to say about
wrestlers we grew up with, they're all pretty much passing away now because they're getting older and they're dying. Actors are dying that we watched movies and we enjoyed their stuff and getting ill or whatever and then dying and it's just like that we grew up, our generation of people that we followed and watched, and it's just now wrestling. It just feels or WWE just feels like it's just how like they got to turn a corner, and 2025 was the litmus test, like something not to do. So hopefully, but anyway, I thank you for your involvement and look forward to next week. Next week, Dre will pick the subject, but he's got to let me know.
Oh, do I?
Yes, you do. I picked the last two.
This
Makes
is
it more
your
fun.
podcast. What the
I
heck?
know, but we came to the agreement that it'd be good if you thought of something different
That's
too. I mean,
crazy.
otherwise we're just gonna be talking. Okay, well, all right. I don't know.
Well,
I'm trying to
well,
make things
I'll
different.
think of something. I will
Hey,
think. I will think of something.
yeah, something based off of your base. That's something they like to hear or something. Because, like I said, my dog's getting more views than me, and that's not fair. But anyway.
I'll post your dog more.
Oh, I did. He got 2,000 views, dude. Almost at three.
Craziness.
But for now, for us, for Wrestling Rants and Reviews, thank you all for listening. Hopefully, you made it this far.
Adios.